gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NCAA Week 15. One huge game. The Army West Point Black Knights 9-2 versus the Navy Midshipmen 3-9. Week 15 is set aside each year for the annual Army-Navy game. It is one of the biggest rivalry games in the history of college football. Not only is it the football teams versus each other, it's the armed forces versus the Navy. I mean, it's beyond football. It is, bragging rights for some of our military, the people that protect our freedoms. This is going to be just the traditional game here. I mean, the first meeting was November 29th, 1890. 1890! That's a long time ago. Navy won that game 24-0. 118 meetings. Navy is 60, 51-7. This series been renewed annually since 1930. Before 1930, there was 30 matchups between the two teams. 12, 15-3. Navy was 12, 15-3. Navy had 12 wins. Army had 15. This is before 1930. Once this game has become annually as of 1930, Navy is 48, 36-4. Some of the stats from this famous game of all time. 17 different stadiums. The most games were played, 41 of them were played at JFK Stadium in Philadelphia, where Army was 16, 22-3. 10 different cities that hosted this game. Philadelphia the most with 87. Army is 39, 44-4 in Philly. This year the game is at Lincoln Financial Field. This is the 12th game has been held at Lincoln Financial Field. Navy is 10-1 in this Lincoln Financial Field. Last year Army won the game 14-13. Now, one of the most famous shows in the history of shows, MASH, in 1973, MASH episode had this game. In this episode, the radio announcer talking about this game, they said this was a 53rd annual game played between Army and Navy. That game took place in 1952, which corresponds with Korean War. The actual game in that year, Navy won 7-0. In the show, Navy won 42-36. That's what they advertised in the show. But no game has ever had that score. So that was kind of a unique stat I found. Alright, let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. Navy has been scoring 30.8 points a game this year, giving up 18.7. They are 9-2. Army is 9-2. Those are Army stats. Navy, 3-9 on the year. Scoring 28.6, but giving up 38. Army is favored by a touchdown on the over-under of 41. Picking Army to win. I got them covering the touchdown. I am taking over on the 41. Army has won 2 straight. Before that, Navy won 14 straight. So I got Army winning, covering the 7, and over on the 41. Now, in 2018, previous 14 weeks here on Robert Sports Show, I have picked a win-loss of 441 games. I am 327-114, which is a 74.1% winning percentage. I'm happy with that. Against the spread, 416 games. I'm 191-225. That's a 45.9% win percentage. Not happy with that too much. Over under 416 games. 208 and 208. 50% dead on. So this game will actually push me either above 500 or below 50% when it comes to the over under. Now last year I did much less games, but win-loss I was at 73.3. So I'm a little better than over last year. Against the spread, I was 44.6. A little bit better this year. Over under, I was 50.6. So right about the same. So I'm getting a little better week by week. We still have the bowl games to do. These numbers are not including the bowl games, obviously, from last year or this year. We have a fucking shit ton of bowl games to go over in the next couple weeks. You need to go on Robert Sports Show, look at the videos for the whole year, the second video of the year, a radical realignment of the NCAA, my way of redoing the NCAA, how they should do it. I may actually redo that video and repost it, sometime before the end of the year. Have it up again, kind of my thoughts how to redo it. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't like the fact that we have a committee that sits down and says, okay, this team is better than this team. Because everybody can argue it. I mean, you need to have it where there's no argument. Like, I don't know, professional sports. The gist of mine was, I want to say it was 16 divisions, 8 conferences, and then you have your conference champion, your conference title game, you have your 8 conference champions, they go on to a playoff format, and you have a national champion on the field. Bam. No questions asked. You win, you lose, done. There is this no, well, I had a good win, but I had a bad win, but my loss is a good loss, but my loss sucked. Just like the whole talk of Ohio State and Oklahoma. The committee got it right, but Notre Dame played one less game than the other schools. So what if Notre Dame played one more game and lost? Would that loss still been as good as Oklahoma's loss, or would it have been worse than Ohio State's loss? When Notre Dame still made it. I would like to have a clear cut. Boom, boom. Here's your winner. Done. No questions asked. But we have our Final Four. We have 2 tremendous matchups for the playoff bowl games. We're going to have a great national championship game. Either Clemson or Notre Dame versus Oklahoma or Alabama. So we're going to have Clemson, Alabama again. So we'll see what happens. All right, well, that wraps up NCAA week number 15. I have created a new kind of website blog. It's robsportsshow.wix.com. If you go to Robert Sports Show on YouTube, go to the main page. You see the logo across the top. You see where it says Twitter and Facebook. There's a website right there. Click on that. Right now, all is up is some stuff about pro wrestling, some of the best matches of 2018. As time goes on, I will add stuff about college football. More than likely, videos that go through YouTube onto there. But more kind of a blog is what I'm using it for right now. So if you're a pro wrestling fan, I got all my 5-star matches of 2018 and my 4 3/4 star matches of 2015, both up there. So check that out. See you in a few weeks for the bowl games. 2018-19 college football season is almost over. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader. Sports show content.